everybody. Welcome to the Ketchup Café, where I catch up with new friends, old friends, or myself. And today I have a guest. His name is Mehdi, and he's the brother of my old roommate. So that's how we know each other. And yeah, we're just gonna have a little tea party today. Today we got some macarons, some Korean style macarons. We got this one is matcha, and this one is pistachio, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And yeah, just gonna give you some. We're drinking green tea today.
So
He's drinking iced. I'm drinking hot over here. But yeah, like, introduce yourselves.
hi, I'm Mehdi, Moise's brother.
Wow. All right. Yeah, just feel free to just drink, eat. We're just, at the cafe. Yeah, so basically in the first episode I talked about why I started this podcast. I just wanted like an ephemeral space to just get to know new friends and catch up with old friends. And so here I am learning more about my new friend. So tell me a bit about what you do, or you.
Well, currently I'm unemployed, looking for a job.
Oh wow, so he's self-promoting.
Yeah.
And what do you do?
So I'm a recently graduate software engineer.
Oh, okay.
So if you have any positions available,
Yeah, and this is what this platform is for, like featuring different people from different fields, like getting to know everyone and what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And so currently, that's you. And
really good.
yeah, wait. Yeah. And like, what specifically do you specialize in software? What is it? Software
engineer.
engineering. Okay. So computer science.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, same thing.
Okay. Sorry. I don't know much about different fields.
Well, there are actually two different
Yeah.
degrees you can get, but
Degrees.
one of them is science, one is engineering. But,
okay.
The type of jobs I find is pretty much similar, so
Nice.
doesn't
And
really matter.
yeah, like for me, the goal here is to get to know more about people and what they do in different fields. So tell me more.
Ooh. Okay, I feel like this is a job interview, huh?
Oh no, it's supposed to be chill. Like, we're at a cafe, dude. Enjoy.
Yeah, so I have experience in testing and quality assurance.
Oh, quality assurance of like apps.
Yeah, of applications.
Oh.
So every app you use, it goes through the process of making sure everything works
So how do you do that?
properly and how it's supposed to.
Like, are you literally there testing? Like, what does testing an app look like? He just took a drink, guys.
I just took a sip, so good.
Yeah.
So basically, so what was the question? How does the testing?
Like, yeah, what's the process of testing like an app or?
So you have like different stuff you can test. So let's say you have, I don't know, a recording app.
Mm-hmm.
And that recording app goes through several like different tests.
Mm-hmm.
And each test has a different, tests a different functionality. So usually the first test is just checking the code. Like, it's not even the application itself. You're just checking the section of the code, see if it works. Go ahead. Get it.
No, it's fine. It's fine. No, keep going.
Yeah. So usually the first thing is you make sure. They call it unit testing. Is you basically literally check the lines of code, see if they work properly.
So it's code based.
Yes. So
Wow.
the unit test is code based. So you're literally just checking that section of code, see if it works
Oh
properly.
wow, that's really technical.
Yeah, that is very technical.
So far.
Now that we found that, I personally love automation testing.
Automate.
And, user interface testing. So So those are like at the later levels. So you basically have an app ready, and you test to see if the button is working or if the.
But through code or literally like you go to the app and you like press.
So how it works is you put the app on an emulator. I'm not sure if you're familiar with what an emulator is. Emulator is basically
is it software?
Yeah, that's too technical.
Yeah.
Let's say I put the app on on an iPhone and then I connect it to
iPhone. Let's make it like more accessible to people that have no idea what you're saying.
So I just click on the buttons and see if the buttons are working properly and they do what they're supposed to do. And after like an initial test, you make a script to automatically through a computer goes like presses all the buttons for you. Like so you manually.
Yeah. That's cool.
So that's what I did for like a year. It's like a huge field. Like automation is very big, and like now with artificial intelligence, you can do a lot more.
But how about like designing like an app? Are you in that as well?
Designing is like it has different sections. So
or would you work with me, like a designer?
Yes. So usually the applications have different teams. The designing team usually doesn't do much coding, so they just do the mock-ups.
That's me, right?
Yeah,
I'm just like la because I don't do no coding, and then I send you those images, and then you are the one who's like typing.
And we use those mock-ups, and we actually make them work. Like we connect the.
Is this app based or is this like website or both?
It could be both. Doesn't matter. Same process.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. And is that your goal? Is that your dream? Like, what's your?
It used to be my dream. Now I don't really care about it that much. But like, currently I'm unemployed. But you know.
Wow. So like for now, like I know you're unemployed. You're trying to find work. But what if you had a chance to choose any job right now?
I would definitely go artificial intelligence. I feel like it has a huge potential.
I'm scared about that. That's skeptical.
People are scared, but like, if we didn't have like all this progress on it, we wouldn't have like Teslas driving right now.
No, but like that's what I mean. Like you're a tech guy. You think Teslas driving themselves is a cool thing. For me, I'm like old school. I'm like that's freaky. Like what if someone hacked a Tesla, then they could drive you. I'm like that.
Yeah, I mean, what if today there's gonna be an earthquake and we all die? Like you're talking about the extreme.
What do you mean? Like no, I think someone hacking a Tesla is quite easy. Like if people are up to no good, which a lot of people out there are up to no good.
Yes, but like before they sell you the Tesla, it goes through a lot of testing, a lot of security patches. Make sure that doesn't happen. I just
for me, I just feel like that's one more portal to like something sketchy.
Yeah. I mean, yes. Anything that comes out that's new, there's always a sketchy part about it, and people are.
But like AI is also like taking away jobs from the economy. Like, you're smart. You're in CS. You're gonna thrive. But for all the people that don't have that knowledge.
Okay, I feel like this kind of sounds like the presidential debate.
Okay, well, we're not gonna get political here.
No, I'm just gonna make a comparison. Okay. Though. Like, so they were discussing about fracking we shouldn't stop fracking and we shouldn't go green energy because we lose jobs. That's basically what you're saying. Like, green energy is sure you're gonna lose some jobs, but you will create new jobs. It's not just gonna disappear all the old jobs.
But in the field of tech, that's where you thrive. But how about the 80 or I don't even know the statistics, but like.
Well, right now AI is not taking away jobs anyway, and even if we progress that far, that it takes jobs from certain people, it will create new jobs instead. Like.
So then you're really thinking like pure tech land.
What do you mean?
Like what I mean is like you're saying there's gonna be more jobs. But it's still gonna be regarding like the tech field.
It doesn't have to be necessarily tech. Like, I don't know.
I mean, if it's AI related, then there has to be something. Like,
Yeah,
not like your level of tech, low level of tech, Silicon Valley, I don't even know, like manufacturing, but I'm just saying, like,
yeah, but like,
I mean, okay, AI and what? Like, let's be more specific.
anything. Really.
Oh my god, see, that's like not okay. Like, in my perspective, like, I believe in craftsmanship. I believe in.
Yeah, I mean, even if you have like, just imagine right now we have full AI technology and like you can make anything with AI. The craftsmanship is still gonna be like its own thing. Like people will pay for that.
I know, that's
it's
me.
Not gonna disappear.
I'm that person. I'm gonna pay for craftsmanship. Like, I know there's luxury brands out there who's investing in AI. It's like very high quality precision, and they're making like quality handbags and whatnot with AI technology, like the machines, same as like car manufacturing. But when I heard about that, I was like, I don't care if your factory's in Switzerland or Germany. It just degrades the value. Like, rather than like a brand who's still using people, like, you know, like hammering it, like sewing
it's always
it.
a different quality. Like if you, I don't know, take it.
Like, I'm not saying the quality's not, it hasn't changed. It's same very high quality, but like the way of making it. It's like a machine. When I think of a machine making this bag that that you're paying a lot of money for, compared to someone who spent the time, I know it's more cost efficient for the luxury company to have like a machine. They don't have to pay someone, and the like accurateness is like always gonna be on point. But still, I'm just saying, like,
But it's like, what's the downside of that?
I know, that's what I'm saying. You're very practical. You're very like forward thinking. But like for me, it's like it's just the more human quality that gives it life. I don't know. That's me.
So you think there shouldn't be AI because?
I'm not saying there shouldn't be. No, I'm not saying.
A lot.
No. Don't get me wrong. I think AI is necessary in some fields, but I'm just saying, like, I'm coming from creative field, so I'm thinking very like like old school in a way, because like like painting, like drawing, like all these things, being creative is very like not AI, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I have these thoughts, because I'm like, you can't really have a robot.
But it doesn't matter how much we what do you call it, progress in AI and automation, we can never be as creative.
I know, but like robots. Working with our hands is also something.
Well, that's automation. Automation is basically like, it's gonna happen eventually. Like the jobs that can be automated, they're gonna be automated eventually.
All right. I mean, you should. Let's have a moment. You should try it, but I mean, you should try.
This one was the
matcha. I mean, try this too. Like,
which one was that?
Pistachio. Like, I'm gonna break it, and so you can try it. I don't know if you can.
Can I buy it?
Yeah, you can buy it. Go for it. Okay, if you don't. Okay, here. Try this. Is it good? It's so good, right?
Yeah.
It's not that sweet. So here's the thing. I'm gonna take the subject away from AI for a bit. The reason why we're having macarons is because we're having Korean style macarons, and usually macarons are so sweet. And for me, I can't have too sweet things. Like, I love a good dessert, but I like Asian flavored desserts because it's not too sweet. And I think my friend here, Mehdi, so I think you have similar taste buds as me. That's why I invited you to have this tea party with me. The macarons are really good. They're not that sweet, and it's fluffy. Like, try that. I'm gonna break part of your matcha one just to try. So good. It's like creamy, fluffy. Try this. Good? Mmm. Yum.
Nothing beats matcha, you know?
They're both really good. You like this one? Really?
Yeah.
I mean, the matcha one was predictable, but the pistachio one, I really enjoy it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
I don't really like pistachio.
Oh,
so
okay.
That's probably why.
Okay, that's why.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, didn't know. See, I learned something new. This is what these chats are for.
I mean, I eat anything, but like it's not like one of my favorite things, you know.
But you know what's also something interesting is you have a huge awareness of Asian cuisine. Like your background is Persian? Yes. And so my Persian friend here, he will eat anything Asian. I feel like for me, like that's a big thing because like I'm Asian. I like Asian food a lot. Like I prioritize that over like a burger or pasta. Yeah, see? Yeah. Like he's like, oh yeah. And
I don't like burgers. Not a big fan.
like I like a good burger once in a while, but I'm saying I love like Asian food is always my priority. Like what's your favorite Asian food? Like if you had to choose one.
I don't know. I like all of them. Like anything I've tried, it's like it's its own special.
So
taste.
okay, I'm gonna narrow it down to Japanese food, Korean food, Taiwanese food, Chinese food, Thai food, Vietnamese.
Korean barbecue, I've tried it multiple times, and I feel like it's not as good as people think it is. It's like, it's good. It's a good barbecue, but it's not like that special that people think.
You know, I actually feel the same way. But when I had like specific Korean barbecue places, like a little bit higher end. Ooh, sorry about that. I don't know. Turning my phone off. It really made a difference.
Well, I bet, because like the meat quality is different.
Well, okay, let's say it's not even the meat. The meat was like good. Like most Korean barbecue places have good meat, but what changed was the side dishes.
Oh.
Like they had really quality side dishes, and that changed everything. Like maybe if we have time when we can eat out again,
next 2 years.
we can try it and you can tell me. But like that changed the game. But you have a good point, because I thought I was the only one who like didn't crave Korean barbecue. Like I was like, it's good, but it's like
that's the thing. I
it's
never
not,
crave it, and like when someone suggests it, I don't mind it.
Right.
Like I prefer it to a burger, but I don't like crave Korean barbecue and be like, oh yeah, let's go there.
Alright, sorry about that, guys. We just had camera default for the podcast listeners there. Like the camera just stopped unexpectedly. See, there's gonna be these little hiccups throughout this progress of learning how to make a podcast, but this is the part that I'm willing to show because you know, I'm just an average person and I'm just trying to learn how to make a podcast from home. So there's gonna be these imperfections that we'll have to embrace. But where were we? What were we talking about?
Korean barbecue.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's not like we're not hating on it. Don't get us.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just like I never crave that. I'm just saying that basically.
But I think my favorite.
It's I don't know. I guess it's like a burger. Like sometimes.
Like no, you're right. If there's a really good burger, it's amazing. But like usually burgers are just like you already.
Most places burgers are like
meh.
There are some places I like their burgers.
Yeah. But I mean, I think Japanese cuisine is like my ultimate favorite flavor.
I don't know. There was a Japanese place I went to. I believe it was a Japanese soup.
Soup.
Yeah.
Oden.
I'm not sure what exactly.
There's
it was.
like fish cake, daikon.
Yeah, something like that, and that thing was so good.
I make it like
I would eat that every day.
So I've been making like the college version of that at home.
What is the college?
Like if you're gonna make real oden, you gotta make the dashi, you know, with like bonito flakes, and you gotta get all the real oden like fish cakes and like make the egg and do the. I mean, I don't have all those ingredients. I just got like fish balls and you know instant dashi and green onions, so and an egg. I put them all together. Like that's college oden. But it does the job. Like I'm not in the kitchen for like hours, like you know, like I'm not that, but it does the job. Maybe like if I make it another day. you can come over and try it. But yeah, I don't know why. I just, from very little, Japanese food's been my like number one. Like it's not, I'm not even talking about sushi. Like think about Japanese food is there's so much, like when you said Japanese food and you said soup, I was like, okay, you know your Japanese food. Because most people would just assume like sushi.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, like I like sushi, don't get me wrong.
Sushi's good. Like,
yeah, I love sushi.
I don't know, there's something special about that food that like, it's
It's
so
the
good.
umami.
It's so good, like.
But okay, what's your favorite type of Japanese food other than that soup? Oden. Like I think everything Japanese style. I'm so
They're
biased.
all good.
Like
Yeah.
you make a fried noodle, yakisoba. It's good.
Yeah.
You do a like, you know, deep fried thing, tempura.
Like,
It's
honestly,
good.
I haven't been to a Japanese place
And didn't like it.
that I didn't like.
I think just low quality Japanese food. Like I'm not saying I need to eat bougie.
Maybe if you go to Japan, you can find like bad food, but
No. This is my take. North America, if you're gonna cheap out on Japanese food, yeah, you're gonna find yourself hating it at one point. But when you go to Japan, I feel like you can't lose. Anything cheap, expensive is gonna be good. Cause you know, I was there even though I didn't eat everything, but like most of my meals there were ate from the convenience store.
Right.
Like, and we still had a good time. Like, that's what I mean. But here, like, especially for me, I was born and raised in Vancouver. So the sashimi there is just like different. The Japanese food is just, you don't have to pay much to get good food there.
Right.
Here, when I moved to Toronto, I was like, if I really want like sushi that I'm not gonna be upset about, I have to pay a bit more. And for me, like, I'm not used to that. Like, money does not determine quality all the time for me. Like, you could go to some like shack, it could be like really scrubby, but it could like they could be making like the best food ever. I would go there, but
Yeah.
haven't been able to like find much out here. So, let me know, guys.
So some sushi places are not very good.
Yeah,
I've
like I would say
been-
the
I've been to
sushi
a
here
few
is
sushi
not
places.
that great. Like you have to be like eating bougie
Yeah.
to eat some good sushi here.
Even some Gucci places, they're like
They're not even
you
good.
go in expecting good quality,
Yeah.
paying that much,
Uh-huh.
and you get
100%.
like mediocre stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay,
That's why I'm
this is all I paid
disappointed.
for.
I'm disappointed in that. That's why I've been cooking more at home. I'm just like, if I, you know, watch a video or search up a recipe, technically I can learn how to make good quality Japanese food. I just need to buy the ingredients. And it's not that hard. So that's why I've been experimenting a lot these days.
I see.
Yeah. Like I'm not saying I'm a Japanese cook, everyone, but like I'm just saying like do what you can to make your life happier and better. And like for me, that's what's been keeping me like happy. So how have you been like keeping yourself happy these days?
It's really hard these days, you know, with COVID.
Like is it actually hitting you hard?
And the unemployment rate.
No, like I'm
It's
like
hitting me hard.
I would say like even though I'm pursuing freelance, like I'm not like I don't have constant stability, right? Like I literally live day by day. But yeah, like it's been rough. Like is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's basically it.
So how do you make every day go by a little less crappier?
I don't know.
Like what do you think about? Are you just thinking about like, oh, when I get that job, everything will be better?
I mean, obviously it's not gonna be like that, but like, yes, if I get the job, it would be better financially. That's the thing though, like when I'm looking for jobs, like some of the jobs, like I don't even know if I want to do it.
That's me.
So like I'm thinking like, what if I get the job and I'm like miserable every day? I'm like,
That's literally
I don't
me.
want to do that. Like I didn't study like 4 years, 5 years
Right.
to just be miserable. Like I could have done this like without studying.
Like that's my problem. Like I was applying like crazy in the beginning of beginning of this year, but I realized every job that I applied for, same as what you said. I was like, if I even get it, will I be happy, or am I just trying to like settle just to get a job? And I realized I'm like, in my field, I could technically work on being self-employed. So I think like it came to a moment where I did have to go on Google and type how to be self-employed. And I think that's my goal. Like, I don't mind doing a side hustle in the meantime to, you know, fund myself to do what I love. But
it's really tough. Like,
Yeah.
that route.
it is not easy. Like, that's why I'm
You have to
so...
be very active. Like,
Yeah.
You actually have to do more work.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
choose it, like having like a stable job is like the easier route. And
Yeah.
self-employed is actually harder.
Yeah, that's what I've been like getting from people. Like, I talk to people with 9 to 5s. They tell me we get benefits, get salary, don't have to worry, like everything's good, company pays for this. I'm sitting there, I'm like, I was there at one point, but it got me nowhere, like in terms of being happy. But the moment I stepped away from that, it was so scary. Like, I had no backup plan.
Right.
But because of that fear of like not knowing who I was, and now I have to do something, you know, with my life, that pushed me to get to that moment where I actually had to face my fear. And I think like right now I'm still facing my fear because I'm trying to do like all these random, you know, things. Not random, but like I'm really experimenting with like different ways to create. Like for me, I'm like trying podcasting right here. Like I don't, honestly, like the reason why I'm doing this and I'm not trying to edit too much like out is because I want to be honest to like people out there. Like, you can do something if you just try, and if you really care about it, you can research and improve, right? So hopefully like this is the beginning of like my podcasting journey. I don't know where it's gonna take me, but like hopefully if I keep doing this, it's just gonna help me practice, you know? So like, I'm sorry for all the listeners who are like, you know, cringing or something because, you know, the quality or the way we're speaking is
weird sound.
Yeah, like, you know, like not on point, but like it's like I already let go of that. Like as a creator, I think the scariest thing is I'm a perfectionist, right? So I always aim to create things that are so, you know, unrealistic. But I realize I'm like, being a human, like being a creative, you have to be human, and to be human there are, you know, so many flaws.
You can never
Like
release something perfect.
Yeah. So I'm just like, I gave up on that. Like the whole point of podcasting is just to like be chill, but have a good time, and then create, and then get to know people. Yeah. But I mean, honestly, like if y'all saw Mehdi's setup, that was inspiring. Like he's a real tech genius. You know, with so many skills and knowledge. But like when he showed me his setup, like he's a perfectionist himself. And when I saw like the, you know, the attention to detail, like I even looked at like the colors of your legs of your tables that matched like the color of your speakers. I was like, this guy put thought. And I feel like when people put thought into things, that's what makes me work harder. I'm like, and your keyboard now matches your desk and your speaker. Like, that's crazy.
I had to find those, it wasn't easy.
Yeah, see? That's me. Like, it's not easy to, like, create my visions all the time. Like, I'm so specific all the time. But that's the price you gotta pay.
Well, I'm happy I inspired you. And, yeah, I'm happy that, this episode. Talking.
It's fun.
One day when you're famous, I can say, oh, I was in one of the episodes.
Oh my god, no one's saying I'm gonna be famous. I don't even want to be famous.
They have 1 million subscribers.
No. Honestly, I'm not doing this for subscribers, followers, whatever. I'm doing it because I want to.
Yeah, but you never know if you get famous. I'm just saying.
I'm not begging.
I was here, guys.
Oh, he was here, guys. But yeah, that was a nice tea party. Well, I think this is a good place to end our conversation. Thank you everybody, you know, for tuning in again and have mercy on all the hiccups, and I hope you stay along on this journey. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one.
Peace.
Bye.